and action. Hey everyone.
Hi.
How's it going?
Hey.
I'm Jonathan.
I'm Andrea.
And we're here in Oregon right now, and we just got done with a very compelling conference that was happening here with a new disruptive innovation, a new type of technology that's helping people enhance their capacity to transform their lives and to use the body as an instrument for healing, because the body is healing itself, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes it gets blocked. Sometimes the body can experience blockage in energy and also in our blood and our cardiovascular system. And so this technology helps to enhance the performance of our circulation. And can you share a little bit about your experience?
Sure. Well, for me personally, when I found out about this technology a couple years ago, I was actually really tired in the afternoons. And a lot of that had to do with being a 20-year-old, and all through my 20s and 30s, I was burning the candle at both ends. Somehow I could stay up all night and work all day. And so I was kind of frying myself a little bit slowly over time. So once I hit my 40s, I was super tired in the afternoons. But by using this device, my energy all started regulating again, and I could basically do what I used to do in my 30s. No sleep necessary in the afternoons.
Well, and that's cool because the same technology that helped her do that helped a bicycle race team do the Race Across America, right? And so there's this thing called the Race Across America, and BEMER, the company that developed this technology, sponsored this team, and this team won the race. They set 2 world records, and they won the race.
They were 900 miles ahead of the second place team.
And they finished
by the end of the race
2 days ahead of everyone else.
Right. Well, in their category,
That's amazing.
Right.
That's amazing.
and thanks to this device. So I got to see them as they were coming across Colorado. They started on the West Coast and went all the way to the East Coast. And we brought them food, and I got to get on the
Wait,
tour
you were
bus.
There?
Yeah.
What? That's amazing.
So I saw the BEMERs that were actually on their tour bus and said hi to them and just checked out things. So it was really fun to see them come.
So it's cool because we're here at my family's house in Oregon. We literally have my dad here right now on the device, on the machine, and Olivia. We're going to see how their session is going right now. Hi, Olivia.
Hey, how are you?
Good. This is the machine here, the BEMER, and as you can see...
she's beaming away here, and then I'm going to click over to what's happening with your dad.
Oh, what's up, Dad?
So that's
Hey, we're doing good.
me.
I don't feel a thing.
Yeah, nice. So he's got it on his knee right now, and you've had an injury... But in the past.
In the past.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And so what were some of the symptoms that you were feeling with your knee?
Well, sharp pains, if I would, go downstairs or anything going downhill, the pain would be sharp in my knee, and it would really it'd slow me down from anything that I really wanted to do.
Yeah.
Nice.
So do you guys know who Mark Girardelli is? Has anyone heard of Mark Girardelli?
Is he from the chocolate company?
No.
Oh, not Girardelli.
Girardelli.
Okay.
Girardelli. But he's a 5-time Gold Cup winner, major skier. I got to meet him when I was in Liechtenstein, which is where this company is based.
Nice.
He's one of our sports ambassadors.
Germans.
Yeah, German. Well, it's based in Liechtenstein near Switzerland, but he became an ambassador, one of our first sports ambassadors to work with this device, because he blew out both of his knees from ski injuries. And this is a guy who won 5 Gold Cups.
That's incredible.
And so because he was able to use this device to help him heal his knee injuries, he just wanted to represent the company and really work with them closely.
So essentially what's happening right now is we're pulling electricity from the power source, and it's coming into this computer, and then it's sending a certain type of frequency into this bed and into this little device here.
Yeah.
And what it's doing is it's sending a patented vibration, a patented frequency into the body. And what's fascinating about this company is that they actually have patents on, 5 different vibrations?
Yeah.
5 different frequencies.
Well, the frequency is patented. We have a sleep program that's patented, actually, and the applicators have been patented.
Right.
And so they asked NASA came to this company. Since we have the patents, NASA couldn't copy what this is doing, and they found through all of their research, they found this to be the most effective available PEMF device available in the world, and they wanted to incorporate this into the spacesuits. So they're in collaboration with the BEMER company.
That's amazing.
As of 5 years ago, they started
amazing.
working with them. They still are.
What just beeped?
That just beeped with her mat.
Is she finished?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So the body stopped.
Nice.
His knee is
So,
still.
Dad, do you want to lay on the mat?
That'd be
Or, Mom, do you want to lay on the mat?
Dad can go first.
Okay, Dad's going to go first. So this is big. I'm just going to summarize a couple things right now. So, first thing is that NASA came to BEMER to reach out to them and partner with them to put it into the spacesuits, because when you're in outer space, one of the challenges that they have is that people are sedentary. They're not moving, and there's a lack of circulation because of the lack of gravity. And so basically this technology is giving people the ability who, like if you or someone is sitting on a computer for too many hours. So if you're sitting down, sedentary, not getting enough circulation, there's not enough nutrients and not enough oxygen that's getting into your microtubules, your microvessels, which is basically what your muscles, what your organs are made up of. And so what we're doing here is we're sending a patented frequency that has literally been designed for the last 20 years. They've been working on this technology for 20 years, and they have multiple peer-reviewed research papers on PubMed. So this is the real deal. There's no other PEMF companies that have peer-reviewed research on Google Scholar or on PubMed. So
Yes,
basically,
please look at the research with this company because it's all there. If you type in any other PMF devices and look for their peer-reviewed double-blind case studies, they just aren't there.
right. But what's interesting is that PEMF technology is something that's been around for a long time,
Right.
and basically what they're doing is they're sending different types of vibrations through the body using electromagnetic frequency. But what's unique about this is that they have a patent on the actual waveform, and the way that it's designed is to stimulate the microvessels, the microtubules inside of your blood vessels. So a lot of times what happens is that people will sit at a desk for 20 years, right? Or maybe someone has an injury in a shoulder or a knee, and it's kind of started to lock up, and there's a lot of scar tissue
right.
in there. So the question is, how do we move that scar tissue? Maybe you've had a cut, like I've got this cut here, and I've been actually pushing on that scar tissue. Have you ever done that before? So yeah, that's basically what this is doing, but on a microvascular level. So you're starting to stimulate those microvessels, and it's moving the energy. It's bringing oxygen. You said it's increasing the oxygen by 30%?
Yeah, if you're using it on a regular basis, they've tested it over in Germany and shown that you're increasing your oxygen assimilation or oxygen absorption by 30%, which is huge because exercise alone increases your oxygen absorption by about 10%, and that'll last for a good 2 hours or so after. So if you're looking at this, it's a biohack tool, right? Which you're into those. So we're increasing it to 30%, and it has a lasting effect that's proven with the research they've done to 12 to 16 hours after you get off the mat.
Yeah, I know for me, when I first tried this technology, I laid on it and I basically felt like I was high for the rest of the day. And I got up and I literally just like felt my energy flowing through my body. And, I do a lot of meditation and I do a lot of cultivating of chi. And so this really just enhanced that.
So what I've found with giving a lot of sessions over the last few years is that people who have a regular meditation practice, people who are healers, where they do a lot of inner cultivation, they're just very body aware, they they tend to feel this frequency like a champagne-y kind of feeling through the body. One of my dear friends who's also a healer, she could feel, it felt like pins and needles through her body. However, that's unusual. If you're not someone that meditates all the time or is normally really sensitive to sound waves or light, you may not feel anything from this particular frequency.
Well,
but it doesn't mean it's not doing anything.
Right. Well, and it also depends on how high you turn the thing up, because if you turn it up to a 10, you're definitely going to feel it.
Which this you don't want to do.
Right. You want to ease your way into it, and you really want to understand that this technology is actually a vibrational resonance bioenergetic disruptor or enhancer. Now, when I say disruptor, what I mean is, like, if you've got a lot of stuckness inside of your muscles and you're not moving a lot, this is a good way to shake things up and get those microtubules oscillating again and moving again. So, there might be some old stuck energy. Like, let's say that you are concerned about like a tumor or a cancerous point inside your body. This would be something that would actually enhance the ability for circulation to happen, right? Now, I'm not saying that this is necessarily going to heal those things.
Cancer is a hot topic right now. Words. A lot of people are starting to have fears around getting cancer, or know a lot of people with cancer. It's quite an epidemic, which I personally have done some research and know that has a lot to do with the toxins in our environment, correct? A lot of it has to do with the stress in our world, and you're combining all of these different things that just somehow with the right environment, cancer can take hold of the body. Now, what the research has shown is that cancer cannot survive in an oxygen-rich environment.
Right.
So if you put that piece of information together with knowing that this particular device increases your oxygen absorption throughout your entire body with regular use, then you're creating ideally an environment that would be cancer would not be happy in.
Okay,
right?
So this is big, because what it's doing is that it's increasing circulation, which increases the oxygen distribution, and then it also increases the nutrient absorption, and it removes waste, right? So it's you think about like your bicep. You think about your bicep is made up of a bunch of microtubules that are bringing all of the nutrients and oxygenated blood. The red blood cells are flowing through this muscle, right? And if you're not using that muscle very often, then this stuff just gets stuck in there, and or if you're eating a bunch of junk and you're just getting overweight and just clogged up, right? Then there's not a lot of oxygen making its way through.
So that's another good point, is that the only thing that can stimulate blood flow in the body on the capillary level, which is where the oxygen and nutrient exchange happens, is exercise, and a lot of it. And ideally exercising on the earth with bare feet or with shoes that don't block the energetic connection, the frequency that the earth is giving off. That's why grounding is really important right now. So again, this particular device to the earth's magnetic field, so it has a grounding effect on the body while stimulating the blood flow. So we have a horse unit, for example. The horse unit we use, it looks like a saddle that goes over horses, and people put the BEMER unit on the horses, and the horses just drop into this beautiful relaxed state. And I love seeing what that can do to horses, because it's showing what it does to humans as well. Calming the nervous system, another factor in healing. If your nervous system is in a fight or flight state, you can't heal. The body won't heal. It's too stressed out.
So it works on horses, but does it work on my dad? How's it feeling, Dad?
Are you feeling calm and relaxed over here?
I feel like I want to go run.
He's got the one
Still
piece on his knee, and then
which
he's
we
laying
might
on
do.
the mat.
We're gonna do that again.
Cool. So, what?
No.
So as you can see,
It's subtle. It's super
we'll talk to my dad afterwards and see what the results are. But we actually have another call to take now. So thank you all for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Andrea,
Hi,
for
everybody.
inviting me to be a
Yeah.
part of this amazing company. We just went to a
It's a
training this whole
pleasure.
weekend, and like,
Pleasure.
honestly, if you know anybody that is struggling with a lack of circulation or is not, experiencing challenges with their health,
Or if people who can't exercise regularly anymore or don't, anyone that's working in an office, anyone that's sitting a lot throughout the day, which more and more of us are,
Right.
this is something that really is critical for them to know about and have. I love its effects on detoxifying the body. And as you probably know, we're exposed to more and more toxins in the environment. So this is one of the best ways
Right.
to clear out things that could potentially cause disease later in life.
Yeah, because if you're eating food that has glyphosate, and then also
Pesticides.
water that is, has different
Fluoridated.
Florida. Yeah, exactly. If you're eating anything that has toxins in it, it's getting trapped into your body,
Your
and
tissues,
this is
yeah.
a way to flush that through
Right.
and increase oxygen.
Profound.
Yeah.
It's profound.
So-
It really is.
Reach out to us if you're
Right.
interested. So
Bye.
much love to
Love.
y'all. Thank you for joining us. If you're in Oregon and would like to receive a session, that's
Yeah.
also a
Or
possibility.
Washington. I'll be up in North Washington as well.
Cool.
Okay.
Send you lots of love and aloha.
Aloha.
Wave, Dad.
Done?
Nice.
Mom's up next.
Yeah, edit out.